I think say I should be creating a playlist for these types of videos. Videos are yebefa in someone NPP for kind in opposition, and then what is currently happening today. Because I didn't never Ghana for who the same growth was there, but now I make a gems and growth we or more young growth or more kind of career, and then never who same growth indeed. And yes, all time, but no quite in the year can. Maybe video be my wahe. Now a video of John Boydu. Today, John Boydu wants to be the national chairman of the NPP. In Sambia Wakan and Brana or more person more pass E-levy no. You be beside your very, very simple questions. Now, answer name question no. Mr. And then your first time will have subscribed and click the notification bell on so. Here is our latest news be about one sabeka. Corporate Logistica, a vehicle management company wa Ghana ha. Say o car na or the car number will be say 1 year sales and mawa. You know the stress involved. Mr. O cargo vehicle from Sprinter to 40-footer, and I say o anhia car fa car nema Corporate Logistica. Omo we juma car ne beye. Omo professional drivers dem aka no. Omo ankasa be take care of the drivers. Omo ankasa be maintenance wo car ne ho. Omo ankasa be tia insurance wo car ne ho. Na wo car ne ye odia no every single month. Obeji aketua 2 times. Frɛ womo e wo 059 802 2033. 059-802-2033. Na me sanso boso say utie me na your ba na onim se ne etwi cars akese we ya call that number. Mr. Me man na efre dodo ejuma ne ye de man ba no wati ase me man no eye mo fre dodo na me ma o secret ba ko wi asimu say wo pese wunya favor, and this is Bible, it is biblical. Wo pese wunya favor nyame na ebu nipa de nanso onam nipa so to pese wunya favor e wo nipa ni so a ade ba ko e wo se wo ye hu adwuma e ye wo honam, especially se wo ye oba ma wo honam nye fe. In the Bible, me say Queen Esther no ya kwa oba bedane ohima. Bible ne tra Esther ye de ni sie dem ene ye shrashran ku ye shra no fine ne honam ni na ye fe ti opie ye no asem bi obeke bia bonzo hene na pene so ama no mesraw Free Unity's Ventures obema wunkupa anti-aging cream a obesra ebema chese onya wrinkles ne nyamakra na honam wutu ne beto so kama or ye delivery all over the country. 059-800-3891. Friend, now in introduction come on. Now, yenko John Boydu so. This is John Boydu. What was John Boydu saying? Yenti NPP before.
Increasing cost of businesses worldwide is putting pressure on petroleum prices, thereby making petroleum levies unattractive as a source of public funding or funding public expenditure. The best and the most viable way of the Ghanaian people helping themselves out of the post-COVID-19 recovery uncertainty is to raise funds from novel sources, hence the E-levy. The e-economy has grown enormously. Financial experts predict that transactions are set to top a trillion Ghana cedis very soon. Just about 3-4 years ago, it was around 35 billion. We are hitting into a transaction in the e-economy or the Momo economy of close 1 trillion Ghana cedis very soon. It is important that the country conducts an objective conversation about a portion of this new economy being used to drive growth in Ghana. Widespread acceptability is the challenge of our time. Ladies and gentlemen, carrying the torch of the present generation on behalf of the New Patriotic Party and in the tradition of the NPP government, taking bold, courageous and far-reaching decisions, I wish to urge the government to be steadfast in its desire to resolve the difficulties of public finance through the E-levy.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.
So this was the NPP. Back then, General Secretary Ekatre Ghana for say hie sika na baby ananko munye sika oil sector and the likes no fango boy den nti sisi and yentumi fa taxes into fango so more eno hunti E-levy NPP for calculate the transaction till say omodio money, and you see this is how you know say sa E-levy NPP for edeba, you know, it was just a lazy tax. You know, they just calculated the transaction electronic devices, no, and a transaction on the electronic platforms, the amount of transactions in a year. And then they thought, say, if the electronic platforms, no, they are making billions of a year transactions in a year, then, you know, when we tax it, and then we are putting, let's say, 1% on it, then what we are going to get is that maybe we are going to get 1% of that billion a year figure, no? And it was a lazy way. Why I'm saying it was a lazy way? And they say, the money you are taxing or you are calculating to tax, the money you are planning on to tax or to impose a taxation on, it is not a revenue. And yet revenue in the sense that ye juma and yenya say sikano. And no hunti o calculate tax, you can calculate whatever percentage ye no. And yen sika moving around. So it was a lazy way for you to just look at the overall value and say, yeah, the tax etoswa, they are buying benyani. This was their thinking. Say ye sika ana a revenue, sika bi ankrofo any. Waton bibi ena wenya say sika no. We produce bibi na wenya say sika na. Sure, clear. You can tax it. But where ye sika nkrofo transfer, they are transferring their own money. So me transfer me sika from a bank account to me mobile money account. There is no value on that money. I have not created any additional value on that money. It is my own money being moved around. It is a what they know calculation. Now what you say because you have billions of transactions. Or you because there are billions, you say transaction be mobile money transaction billions also and no hunti by the calculate or tax. Now they are your calculation. Now I can say that is the right way. Now yen tax because transaction mobile money transactions they do 1 trillion. You know, your tax here everywhere. It is a lazy way of thinking. It is robbery. It was robbery then. It is robbery now. And so one of the things His Excellency John Dramani Mahama by why still people are not talking about E-levy now we free honor. One of the greatest achievements under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Because that thing, it was pure robbery. So E-levy at the end, it was pure robbery. And this was the NPP. How they taught. We mo no nso mo akọ school no. Adwen no mo dwen no. Enyama no mo de ye Ghana for no. Nkrofo bebre erefi. Because it made no sense me come na me do fuel station. Na me ko top petrol. Na petrol na me to no me kra cash me tia. But Obi say, well, you know, I don't want to carry cash. I want to use my mobile money. Or the mobile money need to E-levy also. What are you encouraging? You see, you pay cashless system. Because cashless system, you know, it reduces crime. These people passed this law with the help of the judiciary in this country back then. Passed this law. And somehow, they thought they were the most brilliant people in this country. They passed this law. These are the same people and they omo person mo repackage ba omia emayen. Say omo nombe to mia ba be ye Ghana ye. But they passed this law without even thinking twice to see say law we are more passing no e nonsense. Nyanse bi enim e robbery in the highest degree. But they still passed the law. Adia no more kan o more ka kire say one person mo pass the law no and then na mabo video na kire no. John Boydu and the person that NPP chairman no. Ono no ba be press conference what train the reason why o mo pass the law no. O mo ye calculation nyansa bi any calculation nim. No.
Ebusia, unim say one person obenya diabetes, stroke, cancer, and BP a yade ba ko pe na wo say wo ye ho adwuma. Eye wefu. ɛwɔ sɛ woma wefu ɛba fam me a me ne mo kasa yi mmerɛ bi bae mini mefu a yes and the same person me a me ne mo kasa yi me a mefu eni na ɛyɛ nyama miɛnsa ɛna me yɛyɛ ɛna movie me from this to this and me ho atɔ me na wo a wotie me sɛ wo mpɛ sɛ obenya saa yare dɔm a me bɔ din ni na very simple nyama miɛnsa na me dia throw book no your friend your action plan for weight loss pe book ni bi na to ne bɔ nyɛ den ɛyɛ 100 cedis pɛ sɛ wo pe book ni ne PDF a metumi asɛni ama ɛwɔ WhatsApp so uni makenkan a don't worry book no ne twi video wɔ hɔ ne ever video nso wɔ hɔ ne nyinaa ɛyɛ 100 cedis pɛ over thousands of copies of the book have been bought na wo share every single day sɛnea nkrɔfoɔ ɛfrɛ me ɛdamase for nsɛm a meka wɔ book ni mu a ɛndɛ asesa wɔ mo abrabɔ na ɛnya asɛm ketewa sɛ wo pe book ni bi ato a ɛyɛ 055 807 4986 055 807 4986 Oye Ghana ni na wa abrochire na ope book ne hard copy a eno ane se obekọ Amazon na wa search for book ne title Your Action Plan for Weight Loss by Sena Kofi. Nti o search title no na eba na woto a ye be shipe e de abrel. To book no na woto book na me wa ha wanga sa beba bedamase. Me damu ni na ase.